Hi guys, welcome back to another Project ND video. Today's video will be the first part in a series that I'm going to call The Pursuit of Power. I'm trying to get just a little bit more power out of my ND. I love this car and I think it's very well balanced. And I realize that a tune and some supporting mods will not gain big power out of this platform, but I believe I should be able to get a little bit, 10, 15 horsepower. So we're going to see where I go in this video series. This first part will be me installing a new M-CAL Fab9 fuel pump as my tuner. Justin with Mazda Sause tuning says that a fuel pump would help me with his tune, as I could possibly go with like E20 by adding a couple gallons of E85 to the tank and upping the octane, and the car would relearn on its own. Okay, so the first step is removing the console. You will need to pry this up here with a pry tool, or I believe I've done this with my fingers before, but we'll have to pry this up here with a pry tool. If you do not have the shifter I have, pops out just like that. Set that to the side there. Okay, so the next step is getting this console out. You just pull up like that and it pops up and it'll slide back here. But of course we have to get this boot out of here, off of the shifter, or not the shifter, the brake. I thought it came apart in twos. Yes, it's two-piece. You do not want to pull the front part up. You only want the back half off. Then now you'll reach in here. Actually, I've had this off before, but I can't. I don't remember where the finger tab is. Oh, it's to the front side. At least I thought it was. Yep, it's on the front half here. Stick your nail underneath it. Pry it up. Now this is off. We'll pull these seats forward and take the back panels out now. You'll take the seat belt out. Now we will get these little out of here with our little clip removal tool. Take these off. I'll unremove this if you have an aftermarket roll bar. If not, you have to unclip the hoops with a plastic clip tool. I'm not taking this well. We'll take this off first. You do need these off as well. So it just clips up here. It's going to be the problem there. I hope that'll stick back. I hope that don't become a future problem for my stuff. If it does, I'll have to buy new, I guess. Just clips off like that. And this just pulls out like that. So they just clip together right here. As you can see, I had to cut mine to get my roll bar in. So yours may be a little harder to come apart than mine is. You just pull it forward, watch out, it does have the little glove box or whatever you want to call it, sticking out the back portion. Lean it up against something like that, I guess. Now this rug right here is what's covering the fuel pump. So in here is a few clips again. We'll pop those up and hope you don't lose them. You may have to remove these hoop guards here. The guard's there, the guard there. These plastics up here to take the rug out. Okay, if you have the roll bar, you're going to snake this out, making sure not to get your rear defroster cable stuck in it. See over here where the little slit is? It's for a rear defroster. Not sure if you can even see that. Over there to the side is a slit for that corner plastic for the rear defroster. You're going to snake that up. I'm just going to leave it at an angle like that. It's too hard to get from me in and out. Now I've got the rug almost out. I didn't do nothing to this side. I just removed all the plastics. There's some plastics up top that go along the window. You maybe can see the holes there through the reflection. 4 of these up here. 2 here and 2 here, and they're all the big circles with the big, looks like a Christmas tree on it. Okay, so now that we got that out, looks like this big wiring harness attaches to the door. Looks like they're Phillips screws here to get this first cover off, or JIS screws. So you're going to clip this off and take those first screws off. Okay, so looking at this, there's 1, 2, and 3 in the back holding the top plate on. Okay, so you'll have to push hard with your finger on the back of this here, right here. As it's right in here is where it pushes it, and that comes up. Then you will need to get your rags out here. I can almost smell it now. Take your flathead screwdriver. Where did I stick that? Slide those up. Slide that up. Here we go. Here goes our fuel. Yep, exactly what I thought it was going to do. Now our pressure's been released. Now we can remove our rags and wipe any excess up that we made our mess with from our high pressure fuel. Set your rag over there. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was getting ready to be. Then we will remove these screws right here. Okay, so once you have those removed and the fuel unplugged and everything, looks like this ring has to come out. Again, I'm not going to set that inside my car because it had a little gas on it. Just pull up gently because it's plastic. Now this is going to be the chore of getting it out without making a mess here inside the cab of the car because of my roll bar. Okay guys, once you have it removed, the basket will come apart. This one side will slip out real easy. You'll have to unplug the fuel sock or slip the fuel sock off. It goes on here like so with some little fingers here that hold it onto this inner basket here. You'll use your flathead screwdriver to pry those up. You'll unplug the pump from the top side with the flathead screwdriver, pressing on this as this was in here. Slide that out, push the pump here, it will slide out the bottom. There is your pump, has a plastic little washer type thing on it. And you'll get your new pump and push it in and put it all back together. This is your fuel sock right here. Whenever anybody says fuel sock, that's what that is. It's like a filter. Okay, so the one in my hand here is the new one. You can see it's not discolored like the other one. But other than that, they look exactly the same. So I'm not sure what they did internally. Maybe it feels slightly heavier. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is internally, but they look the same. I guess we'll see. Okay, so when you're pushing the new one back in with the the plastic washer, whatever this thing's called, this hole here will go into a little round circle here with a reddish brown O-ring on it. So just make sure it pushes into that. And then you'll find your wire wherever it went here. And of course it only plugs in one way. There it is. And then we'll put it all back together here to hold this pump in. You'll put this back on here like this. See the little fingers here I was telling you that have to clip on? Okay, so now these have to go back into their grooves here. This goes, of course, under here and slides under. Very hard to get it in and out. It was. Okay, so take a good look here. This was very hard to get back on. This ring has a weird shape to it. This here has to go in here, this little dot here. This here goes at an angle like this. See, if you're looking at it straight on, this is over here at about 7 o'clock. I guess that would be 7 o'clock. And then this goes at an angle here. This is very hard. If you don't get it lined up right, you can't get all 8 screws in. And you can note that I changed style of screws. I did not like the Phillips or the JIS standard. I changed to these Allens. I will put in the description what size they are and everything. I bought them from Amazon. I would like to thank you for tuning in to today's video. Please like and subscribe, as it would greatly be appreciated to help this channel grow. Thank you. Have a good week.